Josh and Caleb.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Josh the Movie Collector here, and this is our third video in our filming location series. I want to do some in person very soon, but these are from trips I've done in the past. There were 3 instances where I had either footage or enough pictures where I said, hey, let's do a movie for it, a video for it, and this is one of those instances. E.T. is about as close as I can. It's the closest shirt I have to today's subject matter, because Spielberg produced it, and that is Close Encounters of the Third Kind, one of the best sci-fi movies ever made. It is great. In fact, it was nominated for Best Picture along with Star Wars. Spielberg and George Lucas were both nominated for Best Picture, and Annie and Woody Allen beat both of them. This and Star Wars, 2 of the greatest sci-fi movies ever made, and Woody Allen beat him. So, this and Star Wars have, had a special place for me. I grew up with this one, and then as a teenager, we went to Wyoming. It's on the border of Wyoming. Anyway, we'll get to that, but, going to Devil's Tower, where they filmed Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Great movie. This didn't really have any special features. It has 3 versions of the film, though. The theatrical cut, the special edition, which I think they did some CG, kind of like he did with E.T., and then the director's cut. They're about the same as far as time, a few minutes added or taken away, but love Close Encounters of the Third Kind, one of the greatest sci-fi films ever made. Richard Dreyfuss is great in it, but getting to today, our first missions trip, we went to Spearfish, South Dakota, and I forget if we did several stops. We went to Mount Rushmore, the St. Louis Arch, Devil's Tower, the Badlands, hit a bunch of museums along the way. But it was a fun trip. I'm going to show a little photo montage real quick of the trip. we get into Devil's Tower, which is mainly, you know, the focus, obviously, because that's where Close Encounters was filmed. We actually went to Mount Rushmore. Probably saw a few photos in the montage, which is where well, not the whole movie, National Treasure 2 filmed some scenes at Mount Rushmore. Could have on that, but I didn't really have enough photos to justify that, so just have the 4 or 5 there. And I've been to Philadelphia, where they filmed some stuff for the first National Treasure around the Liberty Bell. So, could do a video on those, but I figured, you know what? I don't have enough pictures to justify that. So, anyway, wanted to explain that really quick. Alright, now we can get into Devil's Tower, which is technically in Wyoming, but it's really close to the border of South Dakota. In fact, I have a picture there. It's right there. It's in Wyoming, but it's very close to South Dakota, which is where we went. South Dakota, very good trip. It was like 2 days of just travel to get there, which, when you have a bunch of teenager kids, we were kids, you know, their first time away from home. We were like, I don't know, 14 or 15. We were young, and we did a lot of sleeping, which you saw in that montage. But it was very fun, very enjoyable. The other missions trips we flew, so this was only one where we drove the whole way. We learned our lesson from that, but yeah, very enjoyable. We did VBS there, but we did a lot of sightseeing, which you saw. Alright, Devil's Tower. We're going to show some pictures here. Cool. Big part of the movie. Richard Dreyfuss sees that and he has to go. That's where the alien spacecraft is landing, and he builds that monument out of clay and stuff. And then a bunch of people gather at Devil's Tower. See the aliens land. Great movie. I should rewatch it very soon. So yeah, great movie. Did know the other 2 filming locations, it was for movies that filmed after we did our trip. This one was filmed way before 1977, when same year Star Wars was released. So this one we did know going into it, and I told hey, that's where Close Encounters filmed, and you know, big deal to everybody, because that's pretty cool. So alright, that is going to do it for today's video. If you like these videos in the filming location series, definitely give it a thumbs up. give a comment of a movie location, filming location that you know of that's Georgia, Florida, maybe a different state. Maybe I could do a road trip, but leave a comment if you know of one in your area. Would like to do a few, And there are many, well, I'd say many, there are a few in Macon, and then some within a 30-mile radius that I could do. So maybe in the future. Right now, we're focused on the past, revisiting my trips to filming locations. So very cool. Those were some very neat trips. A lot of good memories, especially Dominica. But yeah, that is going to do it for today's video. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh. New videos coming as always. Until then, if I don't see you out thrifting or at Walt Disney World, I will see you at the movies. Bye.